afternoon and good evening to our global audience, and thank you for joining us today for day 2 of our inaugural Transition Faster Conference, Let's Talk Wind. Today, we took a closer look at some of the challenges our industry is facing in terms of life cycle management and looking after our aging assets, and we heard about some of the solutions that will mitigate these. 2 things we know is that yes, we have the technologies in place and that we need to scale up and do it fast. But policy is a crucial part of the puzzle, and today we took a closer look at what will happen within the US market. How policy is likely to positively affect permitting in the US, and how the new Biden administration will be a key to breathing a welcome breeze in the sails of our industry, particularly in offshore wind. They have outlined huge targets for renewables and climate, and without the influx of clean gigawatts from offshore wind, they will not meet their goals. The Vineyard Wind project is a first mover in the US and has faced not only some challenges along the way, but also advantages. They have been able to break the path for many other developers, which are now successfully permitting projects. The US regulatory regime is complex, and the industry is working together, led by trade organizations like the newly formed American Clean Power Association, to provide context, guidance, and scientific collaboration to push regulatory agencies to streamline processes. The US offshore wind industry is expected to accelerate the transition of jobs from, for instance, the oil and gas industry to clean energy infrastructure and create new opportunities for frontline communities. By 2030, over 83,000 new jobs are expected in the US to support offshore wind development, manufacturing, and installation. We looked at how having the right technologies and models make or break a project, with the example provided in the still controversial blockage discussion we had this morning. It's fair to say that blockage caught most of the industry by surprise. Although current models are too simple, causing reduced accuracy, we should look at the discovery as an opportunity to reduce prediction uncertainty and perhaps even to design more efficient wind farms. To get there, we will need a new generation of models, and high fidelity modeling has to be a key part of the mix. Developers like Ørsted are carefully checking their new model against observation, and EnBW are taking a major leap forward in blockage-related measurements. They are clearly trying to drive towards accuracy and rigor. The emergence of blockage highlights the importance of continuously validating the methodology that is used in our industry. It is incredibly important to understand how good we are as an industry at predicting production to ensure efficient capital allocation and drive the renewable transformation. The reliance of more accurate data and modeling was also discussed as a must for sound wind farm strategy and management. We see advanced data analytics models and methods being deployed in the wind industry by top-tier owner and operators to proactively identify O&M issues to maximize energy capture. Rather than being a silver bullet, they form one more component of a multifaceted O&M strategy. However, the models and methods are one thing, but the analysis itself and interpretation are just as important. And this applies for new as well as to aging assets, with promising results have been achieved with AI-based models on components where CMS systems have struggled to identify unique modes of failure. Digital twins can help owners take informed decisions through diagnostic and prognostic techniques, as well as reduce operational costs and increase uptime. A robust data management system is required to allow insights, rubbish in, rubbish out, and you can't manage and improve what you do not measure properly. Analytics programs requires time and investment in infrastructure prior to securing a return. For service providers, a strong partnership and communication challenge with assets owners regarding program goals is required. For acceptance by management, there must be a strong business case supporting program and matrices for success. It must be measurable and can adapt over time. Collaboration has, again, been a key insight into the session today, where it seems evident that industry consensus will only come through a collaborative research and development effort. Some of these collaboration, and as such as the Offshore Wind Accelerator and Crosswakes, are a really nice example of the wind industry working together to reach this consensus. As the number of offshore and onshore wind projects rises, new wind regimes will be exploited, and though some may have lower average wind speeds, turbine manufacturers will continue to develop a range of models for varying wind conditions. Trends such as this, combined with repowering of older sites with modern turbines and ever-increasing turbine size, particularly offshore, enable significantly improved energy production and reduced lowest cost of energy. I think you all agree that our industry has plenty of scope for being a key driver of the energy transition, as we have the tools and methods needed. We can now optimize our aging assets through data management systems and modeling. But we also need robust and supportive policy to propel us to where we need to be. With examples such as that shown in the Biden administration, I have faith that we are now back on track. Join us tomorrow, where we will be looking at grid integration and sector coupling, hearing from global experts on what constitutes market and sector coupling, and how it is helping us to transition faster. We can transition faster to a clean energy future, but it needs to be together, and it needs to be now.